Hi guys, Steph here. What have we got for you today? What we've got for you is a lovely Montblanc fountain pen. Now this is one that, to be quite honest with you, that came in a past pen haul video. I can't find when it was, so I can't show you the before, but it's a little bit on the tired side. It was actually restored quite a while ago, and I actually, to be quite honest with you, I forgot I actually had it. So I found it and I thought, right, it deserves a review. So what we've got, as I said, is a Montblanc. Now this one, if I show you the cap there, you can see just to the ridge there, hopefully you'll see it says Montblanc 121. Okay, so the model is the Montblanc 121. This one, again, as we'll show in a moment, is a piston fill fountain pen. Obviously made in, well, not obviously, but made in Germany. And this one is around about the 1970s. I believe this particular one around about sort of 1974, 75, I believe. Now, some of you will look at this pen and you'll say, oh, right, I've got one similar. Yeah, there were a lot, well, there was a number of pens that looked very, very similar. Now, without going into all the different models, I'm just going to stick with this one because, as I say, there were a number of different models. You had different sorts of cap bands, or they look slightly different. But, repeating myself, we'll stick with this particular one, the 121. The size of this pen, from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, 135 millimeters capped. Around the barrel here, you can see it's got a taper. It thins down to the end of the barrel, but around about this area, it's approximately 12 millimeters in diameter. It comes with gold fill trim. We've just shown you the cap band there, but if I show it to you again, because it's got this rather unusual sort of cap band, which they term as a bishop's mitre cap band. Okay, which is, I think, self-explanatory. And then we've got the very recognisable Montblanc clip of that period, a sort of quite a slimline clip. To the very top, we've got this little band to the very top. And if I show it to you, you'll see it says Germany. So, yes, made in Germany. To the very top, you can see the recognisable snow peak there, which complements the bottom of the barrel with the same snow peak there. A very nice pen. Obviously around the 1970s. Yeah, it's not so vintage, but yet it's not so modern. But yeah, in my opinion, a lovely, lovely pen. Now, if we take the cap off, which is a friction fit cap, as you can see there, let's show you the pen, numerous different angles. So there you have it. Then if we go to the pen itself, you can see to the center here, it's got this sort of ink view area here, and you'll see it's got these little notches which are actually the clutch for the cap. Now, although it's got this ink view sort of window, they're not very obvious on this particular pen or this particular model, so I'm not too sure why they installed it, but hey ho. And then if we take you up to the nib, now this is where, as I say, there's, you know, different models of this period. The nibs were slightly different. And what you've got here, you can see this nib here, it just simply says 750, which indicates that it's an 18 karat gold nib. So it's the Montblanc. I call this the wing nib, whether that's correct or not, but it's got this, as I say, a very attractive nib, as you can see there. All it has is, as I say, 750, which indicates that this one is the 18 karat gold nib. So there's a sideways view, and then underneath we've got this sort of, well, not unusual, but this is the feed for this pen of the period. And the fact that it's got this sort of metal, well, yeah, a metal breather hole, as you can see there, indicates that this one is the slightly early version, because I believe the later ones were just a plain feed. But you can see there everything is lovely and clean, as it should be. There's a different angle for the nib. Very attractive indeed. And it's a lovely, comfortable pen to hold and to use. So it's a lovely size. Now, as we mentioned earlier, it's a piston fill fountain pen, which simply means that we dip the nib into the ink. We turn the piston knob as far as it'll go, which goes to the top of the barrel. As I said, dip the nib into the ink, and then you would turn the piston back, which retracts the piston back into the barrel, and in turn fills with ink. Now, because I've actually restored it, cleaned everything internally, as always, I'm not going to fill the pen. I'm going to leave that pleasure to the new owner. But I know you people like to see the pen's writing, so what we'll do, I've got my ink to the side here. I'm just going to simply do a dip test. So let's dip it in the ink to the side here, and let's see how, I mean, it looks like it's got a fine nib. So what we've got is a Montblanc 121 piston filler, made in Germany. Okay, and again, as we said, sort of round about 1974-75. It's not, there's no flex in the nib, it's quite a stiff nib, but writing very nicely, as I said, with a fine line. Okay, so there we go. We've run out of the ink, so that'll do for us, just for a writing sample. And there we have it. Okay, writing as I thought, with a lovely fine line. So what we'll do, we'll clean that nib after the video and try and find a new home for the pen. A very nice Montblanc 121 fountain pen, made in Germany. Now, some people call it the Meisterstück 121. Is that the case, with it being the model number beginning with the 1? Possibly. If anybody knows the correct sort of model, let us know down below. So I just call it the Montblanc 121. Is it the Montblanc Meisterstück 121? Okay, so we know it's a piston filler, we know the model, we know the features. A very, very nice pen. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at the pen. As always, as much as I like showing them to you people, don't forget, leave a comment below. Don't be shy. Subscribe to the channel as well. Give the video a thumbs up. A lot of you forget to do that. Give it a thumbs up if you will. But for now, I'm just going to say Slavo Ukraini from me and this lovely pen. Bye-bye for now.